Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about ring magic. This is an introduction to ring magic. We're going to teach you a couple of tricks, talk about some utilities, and send you in the right direction where you can find some absolutely fantastic ring magic. So let's get into it. First thing you should know about a ring is that it is wearable magic. So when you talk about everyday carry for magic, it can be on your finger, and it takes up zero pocket space for this particular thing. We're going to talk about some stuff later that may lead into having some pocket space, but it goes on your finger. You can do single ring magic all day long, no problem. And there's a couple of things that you can do with that as a fidget, or just in general. There's a couple of things that you can do to really make it flashy, right? So it's wearable magic. That's the first thing. Zero pocket space, which is absolutely amazing. And for me, it is part of my opening routine. In fact, it's the first trick that I do in my opening routine, which we're going to get into right now. We have done this trick over and over again for you, but we're going to do it again for you right now. So, displaying the ring goes into this hand. It is already gone, but has returned to the finger. So, we're going to break that down for you, even though it doesn't really require that, but we're going to break it down for you. This trick was learned on YouTube, free. I just found it. It's a concept that I had already kind of known, but I found it mesmerizing, and so I perform it for people, and they absolutely love it. What? You know what I mean? Like, it's why would you not just go with it? Because it's amazing. So here's the idea. First application of it. This is a simple retention in thumb palm. When you take the ring off, I keep it on my left hand for reasons I'll get to in a second. I take it off to display it with the right hand, because I don't want any of, like, I was having it on my right hand, and then I would take it off like that. None of this. None of this thing where you take it off into this hand and place it into here. Don't do any of that. You want to take it off into this hand, throwing it into this hand. That's kind of the idea. I still don't like it 100%, but I have to have it on my left hand because the coin magic that I do doesn't allow me to have a ring on my right finger. So this is what you could do. I take it off of here, and then after I'm done with the trick, I hand it out. So then that way it's not on my finger for when I do the ring magic, or for when I do coin magic. So, ring in the hand. Toss, because you want to build as much space around you as possible. You don't want any of this. This isn't where your magic is happening. Your magic is here. Ha! So you really want to accentuate the space around you, and you're going to do a simple move. You want the ring to be in the middle of the hand until you throw it. Then you want it up here by the index finger on your palm, so that when you turn your hand over, look at that flash. See the ring here? And you can still see the after image about right there, right? That's the last thing their eyes see as you flip over the coin into the hand, is that little bit of shining after image and the movement of your hand and all of your... Let me talk about the important thing. Okay? Your body needs to tell the story of where you want the thing to be. So you can say guilty hand, not guilty hand. Whatever it is that you want to call it, the only thing that you need to convey to the audience is that the ring is now in this hand, and there's no way it's in the other hand. There is no possible way. Everything is focused here. That's all that matters. All of your attention, all of your focus, all of your body. The ring is over here. You're pointing, whatever you need to do. Now, whatever timing works best for you as you go from here to here. Your objective with this hand, the guilty hand, is to stick your finger back into the ring. Okay? That is your primary objective. So what's a good way to do this? Now you could do it when you throw it into the hand and you're moving this hand away. Just slide it into there from cover, sticking out your middle finger, tilting your hand down to hide this knuckle. You don't want the knuckle pointing up because they'll be able to see that there's two knuckles here. In order for it to be convincing, you give them a profile, and you're very quickly, all the attention should still be on this hand. They're not counting fingers. They're looking like, oh, the ring is gone, and I'm turning over this hand to give you the illusion that I'm showing you that everything as it is. Now, the nice thing about it, and get this ring on there as far as you can very quickly, because as you throw it over to here and you're pointing out with your finger, because you're going to do something that the ring might fly off, so you want it to catch. You want to make sure it has a bite on your finger. You want it to be on your finger. So you're doing this, you're turning it over, you're tilting down, which is, again, giving you this perception of the ring being down here, and you're pretending like, okay, there it is. You toss it, and now what I like to do, big motion covers little motion. You're turning up your hand because the ring is on the index finger. And if you do it fast enough and you give it a little bit of a shake, there's a couple of different ways to do it, but it makes it look like it jumps to the finger. What I like to do is I like to throw it. I'm throwing it on an accident, and I shoot out my hand to catch it. Oh, I caught it on my finger. It creates a bigger space. Now, if you're just performing for somebody that's in front of you and you don't want to do like the stage performance, then sure, your box, you want to keep it here like this. The ring is already gone, but then I just throw it back onto my finger, see? And that keeps it, like if you're sitting down at a table with only a crowd, a small 4 or 5 people in front of you, then that's fine. So, the transition for that, this is the move. You're getting the coin into thumb palm here. You're putting your finger back onto your finger. You're covering that motion up by pointing with your middle finger. And then all you're doing is this hand is just misdirection, and then you want it to appear to jump to the middle finger. Now with the camera it looks great, but the faster you do that, and that's why I said that ring should be really on your finger, because if it's only at like the knuckle, when you switch it, it's going to roll down this way. Especially if you go to do the catch move, it could fly off your finger. Don't want that. So get it as far on there as possible. Now, we're going to talk about version 2, which is another way of doing this trick that I like to do as an alternative for when somebody says, "Can you do that again?" Now, you shouldn't do the same trick twice, so what I do is I do the same trick twice, but a different way. So now, even if they figure it out, they figured it out, but in their mind, for that 20 seconds that I'm doing this trick, wait, what'd you just do? So here's what I do. The ring is back on the finger. I've just concluded the whole switch up. I've got the ring back on my finger. Oh, can I see that again? Oh, of course you can. Back to the finger. So I have my hand down like this, facing them. I take this hand over as I'm taking the ring off, and I turn the hand over, and you can see it here. And you can see this finger down here as part of that to show you. But you really want to just get that finger out of the way. And you're just going to throw it back as quick as you can. You're going to do it even faster. The first time was the build-up with the tension. You really want them to think that it's over here. And then it's back over here. Whoa, that's crazy. Can you do that again? Of course I can do it again. Look at that. It just... So you just want it to boom, boom, boom. You just want it to hit very fast and move on to the next stuff, because you want the visuals there. Everything about what you did is all about tricking the eyes and using after image and using, it goes off the principle of using this here. So this is the original concept that I had this, and I do this, and I'm like, oh wow, it just jumps to the upper finger, right? the ring is on the first finger, but now, if you do it right, it jumps to the bottom finger, right? Okay, it's not terrible, and you could break that out if you want to. Whoo, it's, but look, but it gave me the same vibes as this, and so I'll show you real quick what this is what I've seen when I do that. We've all seen this. So you have two fingers. You execute the snap change. It's flawless. It's beautiful. Wow, the card has changed magically. Wait, wasn't there two fingers there? Why is there only one there now? See what I'm saying? So that's really what I didn't care for. So with this particular thing, I tried to get rid of the notion, because if you're only doing it from this angle, then they're like, okay, if you give them any amount of time, they're going to see middle finger, ring finger. Now there's two fingers down here. So by doing it this way, you're eliminating this finger completely because you're horizontal to the ground. And then when you switch it, it's the same perceptive image at the same, like going from here to here is different because you're keeping your angles to a point where it looks the same. And to me, visually, it's just more stunning. So if you're doing your snap change from a position of you have one finger here and you're grabbing that card as quickly as you can from one finger to one finger. So you're not leaving two fingers out here to do the snap change. You're going to do this, and then you're going to snatch that card as fast as possible. Okay? And that would look cleaner because it's the same image here. Here's this card, here's this card. A simple wave, and it's changed. Now, it's not flawless, but that's the execution of the move that you want to be going for. You want to take your tricks to the next level. Practice the initial way first. That's fine. But then you want to think about these things in a way that's how. This is my big thing. Coin magic, right? Everything comes back to practicing coin magic. I just said this in the last video. The tagline of the video is this. Practice your coin magic because it makes you think more than any other magic, in my opinion. It makes you think more about how your spectator is perceiving what you're doing, which allows you to then perform your magic in a way that is more convincing to your spectator. This is nothing more than a coin with a hole in it. That's it. It's the same principle, same idea. You can make it, you can retain it, you can keep it in your hand. Everything is gone. Of course, you can wave your hand over like that, and then you can make it reappear. I don't know. I'm just messing around at this point for that particular idea. But that's the point for that initial trick. Now, let's introduce the coin. We're not going to go too heavily into this, but we're just going to show you one simple thing that you can do. I have a coin. I'm going to take this coin and I'm going to stick my finger through the coin. You ready? I'm going to stick my finger through the coin. I don't know. It's pretty much the same exact thing that I just did. Coin in one hand, ring in the other. It's the same trick that I did with my middle finger, switching it to the right. You can use the same principle if you want. Or you basically get the ring into a position that you're going to, you just got to get fast at putting it on your finger. Don't click them together. So anyway, I'm going to refer you to Copeland Coins for the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. $24.95 is ring and coin routine. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm planning on getting it soon so that I can take what I just showed you and make it professional. Because I haven't really worked on the transition between the ring and coin, but I love the plot, especially when the ring and coin are the same. They're matching sets. So definitely something to consider there is to go check out that in order to do that. Now, if you buy a ring from Copeland Coins, you get the routine for free. So, something to consider. Now, we were talking about another utility, which is another switch. Switching coin to ring is a beautiful routine that you can do by itself. Then we have and I'm going to be doing another video on this week sometime, hopefully, which is building a card routine, but with a ring transformation. Basically, I turn this ring into this ring. The difference between these two rings is obviously they're different rings, which is different rings. This ring has Ace of Hearts on it. So that's really all I want to do. I want you to not even see me do it. I want, at some point during the trick, I want this ring to simply switch out for this ring. You don't even need to see me do it. But I have used this ring 2 or 3 times earlier in the routine or in the show, and so you're accustomed to seeing this ring. So after I've concluded with that set for that ring, and now I've introduced this ring sneakily, then I do a card trick where I do a reveal on the ring. Because this show, it's a Rick Holcomb idea. I've done the AFCA on the channel, which is another freaking Coins Across. I've done that on the channel, and it uses the ring as the, I believe the word is the MacGuffin, the plot device, the thing that pushes everything forward. So my first routine, ring through silk, boom. Second routine, I could do is the ring with the coins. It's the ring that makes the coins jump back and forth. And then I can introduce the ring as part of my card routine and make the card disappear and reappear on the ring. So that's a nice little utility you can do, but again, like if you're going to have that, then this ring needs to be accessible but not in the open so they can't see it. So something to consider there. There's also a lot of things that you can do, you know, just in general with the ring. I don't know. That's a wand. I'm just playing around. But fidgeting. Segue. So this is something that you can do as a display of skill, is to juggle the ring on your fingertips, if you want to call it that. But it's a little fidget move that you can do that if you were better than I am, which is not that difficult to do, I'm guessing, then you could potentially do this as a conversational piece. So like the card spring and stuff like that. You're basically just doing this while you're talking to show them that you have skill with the ring. Be careful with the ring because it will roll. But that's another thing to consider. So fidgeting with the ring, a nice little trick that obviously the disappearing, appearing ring, switching the ring out for coins, and of course switching out for another ring to make it appear, especially if I have a black ring, you can do a color change. You can have the ring, if you have the same ring, you can make it disappear from one place and reappear in another place. Another idea that I've been thinking about is I have a full set of the Aeon rings, all 5 of them, from the biggest size, which is a 13, all the way down to got new math, 12, 11, 10, 9, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8. Is that right? 12, 11, 9. Sorry. 9. So I have a size 13 and a size 9 that I could potentially do a switch out move and have a spectator who I know is clearly smaller than my hands, which mine is the largest size, and then when I take the ring off and I hand it to them, they can put it on their finger and it's clearly too big for their finger. And I'm like, oh, well, that's because we haven't attuned the ring in the magical sense to your person. So once we've attuned it to you, it'll be better. So I take, I get the ring back, whatever it is, and then when I hand it back to them, it magically fits onto their finger, and it's a beautiful moment. So there's some ring magic for you. So here's a couple of places to go look if you're interested in doing ring magic. First place I would recommend, obviously, Copeland Coins. Get that Ouroboros routine from Stellar Ring Magic. It's perfect. I've already mentioned as well, I got a lot of ring magic off from YouTube. Check out YouTube first. It's free. And what it will do is it will potentially, if you're really serious about getting into the magic of that particular prop and item, is it will, one, you'll look at all of it and say, this is not good at all. I'm going to go look for someplace better. That's another thing you can do. If you find a serious YouTuber who's actually trying to teach you the magic, which is not to say in myself in general, but not only am I teaching you the magic, but I'm also trying to point you in the direction of somebody who is much superior and better than I am in that magic. So yeah, I'll push you to YouTube. Go check out these videos. Learn some ring magic. Go perform it for some people, and you'll find out real quick whether or not it's worth it or not. This ring trick, this one right here, I perform it almost daily, and people love it. And I'm not going to say, one thing or the other. I love the trick. It's great. But I wouldn't think that it's something, like I do it online and people are like, well, it's obviously on the other finger. Well, if I'm walking up to you and I'm doing it for you in 10 seconds, it's going to captivate you because I see it every day. So it's an absolutely beautiful trick. So YouTube, check out YouTube. Check out just a couple of clips, a couple of videos. Find out what you like. Figure out how you want to present your magic. Find out some things that work for you. And then those people should be pushing you towards other people. Practice your coin magic because a lot of the same stuff applies. But then you want to go to the bigger people. You want to look up books. Just type into Google. Hey Google. I knew it. My phone went off because I said it. Go there and just say, what's good books for this or whatever for good ring magic. Either way, the last person that I want to mention for some ring magic is check out Garrett Thomas. There it is. If you're getting into coin magic, check out Garrett Thomas, because if you're looking for ring magic and you go to Garrett Thomas, anybody else who's doing ring magic you're gonna find him, because everything's gonna be under that umbrella. He's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So it's a great place to start, as well as Copeland Coins, because I'm really pushing Copeland Coins lately. There it is. I really, that's what I would say. So this is a beautiful little introduction to some ring magic for you. Hopefully next time we do Magic Theory on ring magic, we will have some more material for you. So thank you, everybody, and remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we'll see you in the next one.